Hey everyone, Ashley here from The Hollywood Reporter. Happy Friday. We're here live in New York City with Logan Lerman and Sarah Gadon of Indignation. It's an adaptation of a Philip Roth novel, and it's written and directed by James Schamus. So can one of you guys tell me, just in short, what this movie's about to meet, and what were your first impressions of each other?
I came on board really early.
Okay.
Early on, about 6 months before filming, and was a part of the process of putting it together with James Schamus, our
Yes,
director.
your first EP credit, right?
Yeah, it was it was fun and it was cool, and James was, so passionate about Sarah. And knew that's who, and he was a big fan before this of yours, and spoke so highly of you and all that. And you came on board a couple months after, maybe 2 months after I did, I would say, maybe roughly, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just started working on it together as a group. Once everybody started coming on board, we would get together and start talking about it. I didn't meet you though until New York.
What was your first impression of me?
I remember. You mean when I first met you?
Yeah.
I remember being in James Schamus's office, and we were discussing. We had been having a conversation about shot references, and James has the most incredible book of just references from all these films, and he's a really well prepared filmmaker. But Sarah was just coming in, and you came in from Toronto, and you came in with your bags, and you were just like freaking out about something. Something happened, it was very funny. It was a funny first meeting. I think something happened when you I don't remember exactly, but it was we did our first rehearsal, and we just met each other in his office.
Yeah.
And you were charming, you were great, and perfect for the role.
Thank you. I remember that meeting as well, and I remember we sat down and we kind of started talking about the script right away, and when you first meet someone, especially as an actor, you're like trying to read them. You're like, okay,
I was really intimidated. I was.
And then Logan got up to go to the bathroom or something, and then when he left, James and I looked at each other and we were like, he's Marcus Messner, and then James was kind of like, I know, he's Marcus Messner. So it was just really exciting because I knew it would be, everyone would be really happy about it, because when you have a fondness for a book, and when you have such a popular writer like Philip Roth, you want the characters to be the people that you envisioned in your head, and Logan was 100% that for Marcus.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Very intense movie. Was the shoot intense? Was there a way that you guys would unwind after a long day of set?
How would I unwind? I don't know. It was hard to unwind because
Did you sleep at all during the shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I slept.
Okay.
I slept. I'm normally a pretty good sleeper. I have good sleeping abilities. I could sleep standing up.
Really?
Probably sleep with my eyes open.
No.
No, I'm a really great sleeper. My friends know that. You know what I'm talking about if you're watching right now. This is so funny, this whole Facebook Live thing. This is live on the internet. People are watching
It's all
this.
happening.
Isn't that crazy? What was my process? I think it was just like I always had to prep for the next day.
Okay.
And it was always, it was never ending. It was, work. It was just, there was always a new obstacle and new challenge. And, it wasn't a long shoot. It's a smaller film, and we had a tight schedule. So it's not like, it wasn't too difficult to just stay in work mode for the period of time that we were working. And I just gave myself to the job, and I didn't really unwind.
We goofed around a lot while we were working, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we did enjoy each other's
Yeah,
company.
yeah,
We had a
yeah,
good
yeah,
time,
yeah.
but I don't remember really taking much time off.
The thing about this kind of film too is that it's really small. You know, it was a really small budget. It wasn't like we had trailers to go to in between.
Yeah, I heard you guys didn't even have
Yeah,
trailers.
we were just kind of like sitting in the hair and makeup truck.
Yeah.
You know, listening to music and
Stay on set and stuff too.
and constantly engaging with each other, which is something that you don't really do a lot of the time when you're making a movie. It's because you kind of like go away and shut it down.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I always stay on set though. Like, I really don't like trailers too much. They're they take you out of it. I don't know. And it's like, if you like the people you're working with, it's just a joy to go to work and spend time with people you respect and enjoy their company. But it's also just like watching people work and seeing how they approach their jobs or whatever. So I love, just observing the departments and things like that, and seeing what they do. This was a great group.
Yeah.
Really, really great group of people.
That's great. So this is James Schamus's directorial debut. In comparison to other sets you've been on and other directors you've worked with, how would you say he compares and like something that really worked for you?
I mean, James is the most experienced first-time director, and that's. I feel like I've said that like so many times in interviews now.
So true though. I like it when
But it's
you
a
say
good
it.
little bit.
It's a
that
good.
just summarizes.
It's a good.
But when you say something over and over again, when you're with somebody, you do feel kind of stupid saying the same thing over again.
I think it's smart.
We
I
have
think
to
that's why you keep leading
with that.
It's a strong lead.
No, he's an extremely. I mean, he's one of the. He's an icon in the film industry, and he's been a part of so many different. He's worn so many different hats in the process of making films, and has learned from a lot of other people's mistakes, and knows how to organize his production in a way where everybody can be and specifically for himself, he can be creatively free and have a singular vision and those things. So it was great working with him, and he was a great leader, and made my job really easy. Made it really easy for me and to do.
He was a
do my
wonderful
work.
mentor, I think, for the two of us, and he was just so open and willing to collaborate, and he gave us so much, so many resources, really, things to read, and it was really, it was so wonderful to work with him.
Yeah, he's really great. Love that man.
So this is a film that's set in the 50s, and it's a very specific story. What do you think is still applicable today, though, that will resonate with audiences? I mean, it definitely resonated with critics. This was a huge hit at Sundance, and people are really excited about this one.
I think everybody goes through a stage in their life where they're trying to figure out who they are, right? I think that's universal, especially with young people. I think people can relate to that. I think another thing is questioning, the world you were born into, questioning your family's background, your philosophical beliefs, and challenging your perspective on life. And I think everybody can relate to that. I think it's, this is a movie with substance. It's entertaining, but it's not that typical, stupid shit you see
What do you
in
want
theaters
people
right
to
now.
do though when they watch?
I want people to pay attention. Just pay attention to the words and what we're saying.
Do you hear?
Pay attention to
Pay
the movie.
attention.
No, but it has substance, and I feel like for me personally, I can't, where I'm at in terms as an audience member and a movie goer, because I love going to the movies, is that I'm so sick of films without substance. And this is a film that takes. Really takes a chance on its script and allows people to think and have a little bit more than just a mindless, an experience of mindless entertainment. There's a lot going on here.
That you experience indignation about what's out there in the film?
No, because no one's, I don't feel like anybody's forcing me to go see the shit in theaters. There's great stuff going on in the independent film world, man. There's some wonderful films out there.
I concur.
It's really hard to come up with a wordplay for indignation. So nice
Yeah,
try.
yeah.
That was really good. Well, those are all the questions that we have for you, and I believe
you.
we're out of time. Thank you, Logan and Sarah, for sitting down
Thank
with
you
us.
so
Thank you
much.
for
Thank
watching
you.
this.
Yes, definitely.
beat
Indignation
everybody.
hits theaters July 29th. Be sure to see it and see these lovely faces. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care.
Bye bye. Goodbye, everyone.